Hey, what's up, Kevin? Saw your video. I liked it. It was good. You seem like a sincere, nice guy. And yeah, I feel where you are coming from. I've been there, looking for, the key or the answer or whatever it is. Frustrated and kind of feel like it's impossible. You mentioned cutting out the liquids, 1,000 calories a day. I mean, that's like 2 pounds a week right there. Seeing a nutritionist, that was a good idea. I've never even done that. I really should. And like you said, just eating out. I mean, if that's the way, that's your lifestyle, you just have to make better choices. And you said that something always comes up. That's true. Something always comes up, trust me. Always. Never doesn't. Without fail, it'll always come up. But you gotta learn to, keep going, work through that every time, or as many times as you can. You want to win more than you lose. And the key, of course, is to keep going. You know that. You said something always comes up, and then you get going, and then something happens. Like you kind of didn't know what happened. Something just always happens. Well, what happens, I know what happens, is that you stop trying, and you get overwhelmed and frustrated, and you quit. And that, if you want the key, that's it. It's that when something happens and when you fall off, you get back on, right back on. Like you gotta be resilient. You gotta be stubborn, and you gotta stay motivated. You gotta have some habits. You gotta do it long enough to get some habits developed and to really be into it to where it's kind of like second nature. So when those things do happen, it's not so devastating and so hard to get back on because you're used to it. So it's just doing what you're used to doing. You said you've got a lot of muscle, and that's good because that will help burn more calories, so it'll be easier for you in the long run. Just you gotta really want it, man. And you gotta believe in yourself, and you gotta have some hope and some faith that it will pay off. And you gotta know that it's not gonna be perfect. You're gonna slip and you're gonna fall. Things are gonna happen. But the most important thing you got to keep in your mind is getting back up and getting back on it. Just think about how you feel now. How you want to feel. Imagine what it'll be like when you get to where you want to be. For me, a lot of that's happening now. Things that I used to imagine. Like, I have been playing basketball at my mom's house. It's always been my favorite exercise, and I always loved playing basketball. I used to play a lot, and then I got so big I couldn't play anymore. I have to sit on the side, on the bench on Thanksgiving when we have our family basketball game that I used to play in and love and look forward to. I have to sit there and watch them play, and it was horrible because I just wanted nothing more than to be out there. And then I remember when I finally got to where I could walk a little bit, I was walking out to my car from my mom's house. I looked over at that court, and there's a ball just sitting there, and I'm like, I wonder, I just picked it up and I got the big belly out to here, just kind of threw it up there, missed, airballed. And I was just like, then I waddled over to get the ball, threw it again, did that for about 2 minutes and was out of breath. And I went home. And then the next day, came back, did some waddling and some shoving the ball, and I kept doing it more and more and more, and it was always a pain in the butt because, I'd shoot, and if I missed, it would go somewhere, and I wasn't fast enough to stop it. So, and the whole thing's on like a downhill incline, so that thing would roll forever. It just would never stop. Like, stop, ball, stop. It just wouldn't stop. And so after every shot, I'd spend 2 minutes going to get the ball. I'd be out of breath by the time I got back. And then it'd just shoot again, and it would go again. It was so frustrating, man. I'd be cursing out there too. But now, like yesterday, I'm just running all over the place, hitting threes. Even if I airballed from one side of the court to the other, I can chase the ball down before it even gets out of the driveway. So it's just like, I'm running around, I'm having fun playing basketball now. If somebody comes over, I can actually play them, take them to the hole a little bit. It probably looks funny. It probably looks funny from the outside, chubby boy running around. And it's not like I'm fast or anything, but tell you what, I'm a hell of a lot faster than I was when I started. And it's just things like that. I got off on a tangent there, sorry, but just look forward to things that you wish you could do now that you want to do. Just keep those in your mind and think about them. Daydream about them while you're exercising and how great that's going to be. I used to daydream about like seeing someone that I haven't seen in a long time when they saw me when I was big, and them not recognizing me and being like, hey, you know, I look good now, what's up? And they'll be like, oh my God, you know, I just think about things like that. But the absolute focus is to not give up on yourself. Stay hungry for it, want it, and don't lose hope. And don't ever stop trying, because you can't fail if you don't stop trying. It's not possible. And it's gonna be hard. Everybody wants to know the secret to make it easy. And I guess the secret is there is no secret. It's gonna be hard. Expect it, prepare for it, and when it happens, you're not gonna be surprised. And then you just plow through it. Because you can do it. You absolutely can do it. It's a matter of willpower. And you can win if you just fight it, and you'll get it. So, I don't know, I hope this helps a little bit. I look forward to seeing you. Hope you make videos and accomplish your goals and get where you want to be and be happy, man. So, until next time, peace.